It's not Tyler. Campfire stories are not always based on fairy tales or make-believe. A short story by the mind of Miss Slasher. The fire had burned low by the time Caleb noticed that the woods had gone silent. There were no crickets or wind, not even the rustle of leaves. Just thick silence, enough to hear only their uneasy breathing.
Did you hear that?
He whispered. Across the fire pit, Marcus chuckled to himself. Hear what? A branch cracked somewhere beyond the trees, not too far from the campsite. Not a quick snap of like a deer or a small animal, but something heavier, more deliberate. 4 campers stared into the darkness surrounding the little clearing that they had set up within. Their flashlights barely pierced through the black between the pines. Then they heard it. They heard a voice.
Help me.
It sounded far away, weak, of a human. Gina stood immediately by instinct. Someone is out there. Caleb grabbed her by the wrist. Just wait. The voice let out a distressed, yet fragile, faint wail before it continued.
Please.
This time it sounded closer, but from the opposite direction that it had once come from before. Marcus shined his flashlight over towards the trees, and the beam trembled within his hands. That kind of sounded like Tyler. Everyone froze. Tyler had gone to gather firewood only 20 minutes earlier. A seemingly easy task as they were in a forest. They were surrounded by trees of each and every type, build, and size. Tyler? Gina called. Her voice barely broke through her trembling teeth, but there was no answer. Then, from deeper in the woods, this time from the same side that it first came from. The voice was wrong. It sounded like Tyler, but this time somehow stretched. As if someone was learning to mimic human speech without understanding it or how it even worked. Every word was carried out with a wet, gargling undertone. Caleb's stomach tightened. Don't answer it, he said, quietly yet demanding. Another branch snapped, this one closer. The flashlight beam caught movement between the trees. The figure that they saw was impossibly tall and thin. Pale antlers scraped against the trees ahead. Gina gasped. The creature unfolded itself from the darkness like a spider standing upright. Its limbs were too long to even look natural. They were bending in places that they shouldn't have. Skin hung tightly across its bones, gray and rotting. Its sunken-in eyes reflected the campfire like of an animal's. And its mouth smiled with the teeth of Tyler. It croaked again. Marcus stumbled backwards. What the hell is that? He said as he tripped over his own 2 feet. His eyes had locked onto the monster before him. With that, the creature tilted its head sharply, but then it mimicked Marcus, almost perfectly.
What the hell is that?
Before anyone could move, the hellish beast charged. The thing crossed the clearing impossibly fast, moving with jerking, animalistic motions. Marcus screamed once before the creature slammed him into the trees, hard enough to even break bone. The fire behind them exploded with sparks. Gina ran from the tent. Caleb grabbed the hatchet near the logs as his hand shook violently. In the darkness beyond the firelight, Marcus's screams suddenly stopped, and the silence then returned, accompanied by some wet, slow, deliberate chewing. Caleb backed away as fast as he could towards the car, unable to breathe as he clutched his chest, fearful his heart just might leap out at any minute. The trees ahead of him shifted. Another pair of glowing eyes had opened in the darkness, and then another, and another. Behind him, Tyler's voice whispered from the trees.